The goal of this animation is to show you how to create meta property, annotation and styles. So you have here a very simple model coming from Pro-E with one flange and 3 screws. Let's create some annotation, one for the screws and one for the flange. So for the screws, I want to use only one annotation and have several lines, because it is an instance, it's the same screw. You can change some properties of the annotation. For example, I don't want to have this kind of attach, I just want to have a simple line. I want to increase the size of the annotation, and I can place it wherever I want on my 3D scene. Let's save now. So by default, the annotation is linked to the label. So it will be flange or screws. Now let's create some meta property. I select everything and I create the first meta property will be English, so it will be the English description applied to all objects, and then I create the French one, which will be the French sentence. Let's apply now the correct name. I select the flange and you see some properties and meta property, English and French. So it will be one flange here for the English description, and for the French one it will be une. Let's do the same for the 3 screws. The English will be 3 screws and the French sentence will be 3 vis. So what I want now is to link the annotation to those meta properties. To do that, I can use the styles, for example, and create one style, which will be, for example, language, and I will change one property of these styles. I can change many properties, but in this case I just want to change the link for the property. So you can see that you can link two different properties, and in this case I will choose the English meta property. And I subscribe, you see that you have the English description. If I now change for the French, you see the French description. Let's save now and leave ImageViz. This style is an XML file, so it can be edited and changed from any XML application. Let's open it in my XML editor, and you see the reference will be Meta English. So as it is Meta English and the annotation was subscribed to this style, if I open my CMash file, you have the English description. Now if I change in the XML from English to French, so I don't use ImageViz in this case, I save my style and reopen the CMash file, and you will see that you have the French sentence. Again, let's go back to the XML file, change for English, and reopen the CMash file, and you will see the English names. So you can change the styles from an application, PDM, PLM, ERP, etc. You can also do that from CMash. Now I would like to show you also that you can manage the language through 2 styles. One style will be language English, linked to the meta property English, and the other one will be language French, and it will be linked to the meta property French. And you will see that you can switch from the different languages from the top menu. It is as simple as that. If the annotation was subscribed to this style, the change will be automatically. So here I have French language. Now I select the both annotation and apply the English style, language English, and you see the English sentence. Let's go to the French one now, apply, and you see the French description.